Okay, so, what areas are we buying in Baltimore and why, and what's going on in Baltimore? If you bought a property from us in Philadelphia, you know that we categorize everything A, B, C, D. We do the same thing in Baltimore. However, we're only buying B+. We're not selling C. Like in Philadelphia, we will sell you C-. But in Baltimore, generally speaking, you have the inner harbor, which is the center of the city, and everything comes out from that, and it goes north, west, and east, and even south of the harbor. When you're around the harbor, this is the A neighborhoods. It's very expensive, so we're not buying around the harbor, but the harbor has grown out. So, like for instance, 10 years ago, Canton, where our office is, was not really developed, and now it's developed, and it's a very nice area, and it's an A neighborhood with $400,000 houses. So as you come out from the harbor, things are, A and changing. Also, in the center of Baltimore, you have Johns Hopkins University and Johns Hopkins Hospital, which is, you can watch this video from Asia or Europe. I'm sure you've heard of Johns Hopkins. I mean, this is a major powerhouse in Baltimore. So Johns Hopkins does a lot of development itself, like a lot of colleges and universities and medical centers do. So you can we do buy on the fringes of those neighborhoods, and you can, maybe we're not renting to doctors, but we're renting to, people that are working in the hospital or the university, et cetera, et cetera. So that's another area that we like. There are areas in Baltimore that are, in my opinion, worse than Philadelphia. We do not buy there. When I say they're worse, you can go through full blocks of shells, we call them, of vacant homes. Just to give you a little information on that, part of the reason that is because the city of Baltimore doesn't own all those properties. They own a good amount of them, and they're trying to foreclose on a lot of them to then sell them to developers to redevelop. So it's not like these houses are going to stay like this forever, but it takes a lot to foreclose on them and then find the right partner, et cetera, et cetera. That being said, we're not buying there. You can see from the product that we have on the site, and you can Google the streets, or we're happy to give you a tour, that we are buying on B+ neighborhoods. One of my favorite areas is in the west of Baltimore for a couple reasons. Our office is in the east because it's easier for us to get from Philadelphia down to I-95 very quickly and not have to come through the tunnel or across Baltimore. But if you're buying property in the west, you're closer to Washington, D.C. So instead of taking 45 minutes from the east of Baltimore, you might only take 30 minutes. So you have people that are living in the west of Baltimore that have a quicker commute into Washington, D.C. You also have, like I said, the NSA South. There's a lot of government jobs and government facilities that are south of Baltimore, south and west. So you want to be west of the tunnel because the tunnel's a pain in the butt to go through. So basically speaking, we're not buying in the worst neighborhoods. We're only buying in B+. We're buying around Johns Hopkins. We're not buying near the harbor, and we are buying in West Baltimore because we like close to Washington, D.C. You're going to get the effect, the same effect we have in Philadelphia from New Yorkers coming. You're starting to get that from D.C. D.C. is crazy money. So in my opinion, I really think that people should be getting into Baltimore now before it becomes super hot. But that's where we're buying in Baltimore and why. But again, you're welcome to come for a tour and we'll show you.